We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody. This is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show. And today, I'm going to give you some amazing marketing tips that has the potential to take your business beyond you can possibly imagine. 2 years ago, we had the biggest business spike we've ever had in our history. And I'm going to tell you today exactly how we did that. And also, I'm going to let you in on this recent marketing experiment we did. I'm going to talk a little bit about this, where we generated a bunch of YouTube views. So sit back and enjoy, get a paper and pen, and let's get this thing going. Now, the first thing that we need to understand is the importance of getting emails. Emails is everything to me personally in business. A person's internet business is hugely based upon how many emails they have in their newsletter list. The size of a person's newsletter list is basically the size of their business, period. The key is, from my perspective, to get as many emails as you possibly can for ultimate success in business. And today, I'm going to share with you how to do this. But first, let's talk about why it's so important to have so many email addresses and what they actually can help someone do. Okay, first and foremost, the more emails that you have, the more people you can reach and the more people you can help in changing the world. This is like the most important thing from my perspective, is your true righteous intent. And you can do this through articles, videos, helping people by inspiring them, teaching them, educating them, all sorts of amazing things. And at the same time, it's no sin in earning money through your business while doing this. So first and foremost, getting a bunch of emails allows you to educate more and more people. The more people you have, the more impact you have on the world. Secondly, for monetizing now, certain things that you can do is such as affiliate marketing. If you like somebody's ebook or a program or something that's like right in line with what you're talking about and you feel like it could help people, then you can actually promote an affiliate program, and you probably can earn anywhere from 10 to 70% depending on what you negotiate with the affiliate. And the more emails you have, the more income that you'll generate and the more people will be impacted in a positive way. You can promote your own products such as ebooks, DVDs, books, supplements, and superfoods. If you're into writing ebooks, you can promote a new ebook every time you come out with one. And the bigger your email list is, the more sales you get and the more people you'll help. Also, if you're into like going to festivals and expos and doing speaking events, the larger your email list is, the greater impact you have on bringing people to these events. And then that affects your speaking spots, what stage you're on, and things like this. Furthermore, you could promote sales, coupon codes, and all sorts of amazing things. And this is just the beginning of how powerful an email list can be. So real quickly, just a quick tip that a lot of people don't really understand. If you read Seth Godin, he's a marketing expert, one of the first things he teaches is people want to hear from you. I usually join a raw food person's or someone else's email list, and they say, oh, don't worry, you're only going to get one email from me every 2 months or something like that because they're scared of what people are going to think and or unsubscribe. But in actuality, people want to hear from you. The more, the better. Like they want to be educated. They want to learn as much as they possibly can. They want to see your articles. They want to see your videos. They want to see what's on promo, what you're offering, and things like this. So one key is not to be scared of that and to send the amount of emails you feel is, good. So now let's get into the juicy stuff. How does a person get emails? And from my perspective, the key is to get as many emails as you possibly can. Well, there are hundreds of ways to get emails. Today, I'm going to share with you the method I used 2 years ago to get ridiculous amounts of emails and spike our business like crazy. The first thing to understand is spending money on advertising. So the key obviously is, for every dollar you put in, it would be great if you could receive $2 or $3 back. And if you can make a formula like this work, like you put $1 in and you're getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for every dollar you put in, imagine if you could get that formula to work, what happens next? You can just like put in $100 or $500 or $1,000 or $10,000 or $100,000. Do you see where this can go? The opportunities, the possibilities are absolutely endless. So the key to understanding advertising is you put $1, like in the piggy bank, they call it in a lot of these marketing books, and then you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out. Now, what a lot of people do though is if you do a marketing experiment and you put $1 in, but you only get $1 back, some people are like, okay, this isn't working, let's stop it. But me personally, I feel like that's success, because you're getting an email address at the same time for free. You spend $1 and you get $1. And I'm a risk taker, I'm so crazy. Sometimes I'm even losing money to get the email address, and I make money later on the back end. So how do you get to the point of breaking even or making money when you spend advertising? Well, let me introduce you to the marketing funnel system. The marketing funnel system has 3 important phases, and we're going to go over them all today. And if you can make this formula work, you have the potential to become financially free for the rest of your life. The first phase of the marketing system funnel is to produce banners, text links, or whatever else to create the most amount of clicks to your landing page. For example, you can start with a banner ad like this one, or a text link like this one, how I lost 150 pounds with this weird technique. And the main key is to get as many clicks as you possibly can on this banner ad or this text link or whatever you're advertising on that specific site. And the first key of this phase 1 of the marketing system funnel, is to do testing to see how you can get the most clicks on these banners and text links or whatever else you're doing. And in order to do this, you got to change the statements here, or change the link, or change this play button. Works really, really well. We've found, but through many, many marketing split tests. And you got to, like, the word weird kind of grabs people's attention. You'll see a lot of marketers using weird or something like this. So the key is, and sometimes just to get clicks, you'll say something that you normally wouldn't say. For example, here's 3 more banner ads with this original one we originally had. And, this woman could bankrupt the fitness industry. I did the opposite of what the experts say, and I lost 160 pounds without fads, boring cardio, magic pills, or endless crunches. Now, this isn't necessarily me speaking. I'm speaking as a marketer. What is going to get the person to click to where I can actually educate them in the future to improve their health and offer them our product and services? I did the opposite of what all the experts say and lost 160 pounds. I lost 160 pounds without fads, boring cardio, or endless crunches. Read more. And people like videos, so they think if they click this play button, they're going to get a video, and they actually do, because when they click over to the actual landing page, the video just automatically plays. So for that business spike that we had 2 years ago, this is exactly what we did. Is we used banner ads and text links and radio ads and other things like that in order to generate mass traffic to get sales and stuff like this. So that's pretty much the first phase of the marketing funnel system. So the second phase of the marketing funnel is to create a landing page. Check it out. So here's the typical landing page, as you can see from top to bottom. I love this one. It's just as good as gold. The key of the marketing funnel system, for phase 2, the goal is to get their email, is to get them to put their email address in here. And we go to every measure possible in order to make this happen. And in order to do this, I'm going to explain all the little details to you. So phase one is creating a banner, changing words around, changing pictures, whatever you got to do to get people to click on it. And then you're sent to the landing page, and you want to get as many people to put their email addresses in here as possible. That's the next phase. And we've tested so many different things. 15-year raw food pioneer explains why cooked food is better than raw food in this revealing video below. Revealing is a nice word to use. It's like, ooh. Or down here you'll see, here's what you'll learn when you subscribe with your email address to the right. I tried free e-reports, free ebooks, but for this particular message, we found that the term learn really worked for this. So we're changing everything. I want to learn more. This button changed like 10 times. Subscribe now, all sorts of different things. And it was funny because there was this one guy who mistook what we were doing. When I mentioned our marketing technique that generated us a lot of views, I said that we changed words around. And he thought that we were just changing the title of the video on YouTube, and that was getting us all these views, which is obviously what did not happen. So we do everything in our power on this page to get people to put their email address in. And obviously, we don't want to create any possibilities for the user who clicked on the banner to actually leave the website. So what we did was, as you see this YouTube video right here, normally when you click on this right here, I'll just click it really hard, nothing happens. I can click it all day long. We disabled this top bar. You see, nothing happens. Even when you hit play, you can click this.
Tips and recipes for health.
Sorry about that, guys. You can click this nonstop and nothing happens. Same with over here. You can't get the information and stuff like that. And then down here, there's another, everybody knows this YouTube thing. If you click it like crazy, like I'm doing right now, you can't, we blotched it out pretty much. You can't go to YouTube. Because if somebody leaves the website, the chances of them putting their email address in right here goes down drastically. So the goal is, again, we want to get as many emails as possible, and we want to keep the user on the website. And I find it absolutely hilarious. Some of the raw food YouTube haters, and yes, there's haters in every industry across the board, they try to accuse me of purchasing views instead of doing a marketing experiment, because they say, Matt got millions of views in one day, but he only got a small amount of subscribers. Well, the reason this is because we're not into getting subscribers. My main goal is to get as many emails as possible. If I was into doing YouTube advertisements and that was my main source of income, which is actually zero, I would possibly consider doing something like that. But in essence, my main goal was to get as many emails as possible. And what happened was, when we did this campaign and we got all these emails, we didn't get many subscribers on the same day we got all the views. However, over the next week, we went from 20,000 subscribers to 30,000. That's like a 40% jump in 1 week afterwards. And then for the rest of the month after that, like 2, 3, 4 weeks, we got another 10,000. So we doubled our YouTube subscribers. We're almost at 40,000 subscribers. We went from 20,000 to 40,000. And the reason why this happened, and it happened over time and not in just one big slam, is because once we got people to join our email list, we then promote the videos, and then a week later or so, I've said subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're doing more videos now and stuff like this. So over the next month, our YouTube subscribers jumped from 20,000 to 40,000. I wouldn't be surprised if they start saying that I paid 20,000 people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind being compared to multi-billion-dollar record companies like Sony BMG Records, who supposedly bought views for Justin Bieber and stuff. But honestly, I wouldn't even know where to begin to do something like that. I wouldn't even know how. Okay, let's move on. So I can see if you're doing adverts on YouTube, that's cool, but that doesn't generally support a person fully. I'm personally all about the email addresses, because when you get the email addresses, the opportunities are just vast, as we explained in the beginning of this video. And if you know how the API stuff works on YouTube, it's like really technical stuff. YouTube is changing their API nonstop all the time. You can get in there with your web programming and create a like link so people can actually like your video here. As you notice, it's kind of cheeky what I did. We didn't put a dislike button because we like likes. And also, but it's not that cheeky, because what some people do is they manipulate and they'll put a dislike button here, and if someone clicks on it, they actually get a like or something like that. So there's little things that you can do, and this might work 1 week, but if you're not keeping up with the API and YouTube's always changing it nonstop, this can be gone in the near future. So the final phase of this marketing funnel system, which is actually done at the beginning, because you got to do testing to test the banner ads and the landing page and stuff like this. But it's to find places where to advertise. And this is huge. There's many different places where you can advertise. For example, there are millions of websites out there that you can advertise on. There's many different industries. There's the women's health that are seniors, middle-aged, teenagers, 20s, 30s, raw foods, health industry, the baby industry, the mother industry. It's endless. And you can actually contact websites like this and find out about their advertising policies. And if you can make this formula work, the more you contact, it could get crazy, but this is like a full-time job, if you know what I'm saying. Some other places where you can advertise, which has the same exact concept, is Google AdWords, Google AdSense, Facebook advertising, and so much more that you can possibly imagine. So back to this landing page right here. 2 years ago, when we did that marketing experiment that blew up to astronomical proportions, this method is exactly what we did to do so. Phase 1 is you get the banners, you create your banners, and the key is to get as many people to click on them as possible by changing things around, putting a play button on, see if it works, take the play button off, and doing split tests. Phase 2 is to get the landing page, and the key is to get as many people here as possible to put their email address in here. And then phase 3, which happens at the beginning, is to find out where you want to advertise. And the opportunities are endless there. And that's why the potential is so great. If you can get the formula to work, you can advertise across the board. You put $1 in, you get $3. You put $1,000 and you get $3,000, and so on. And of course, there's a testing phase, because you've got to test these banner ads and the landing page to see what happens. So you got to find a website or two to do the testing on, and you got to spend some money up front. But that's what happens. And the key is to break even, like I like to do at least, or make money in the future. And for this recent marketing experiment that we did, where we generated massive views on YouTube, that wasn't my intent. It just actually happened. That amount of people just clicked play on this video right here. And we didn't use banner ads when we did that marketing experiment, or text links or anything like this. We did something very innovative, cutting edge, that I don't believe many people are doing at this time. And it's not really a secret that I'm willing to reveal at this time. But I'm a huge risk taker. And the key for me is to get as many emails as possible. And as you can see, I'm not really offering any products or services here when they join. However, I like to make money on the back end through our store and through programs and our newsletter list and stuff like that. But my main goal is to help educate people, help heal people, help increase the spiritual awareness of as many people as I possibly can. And that's the reason why I do crazy things like this and I take these types of risks. And probably in another year from now, when our marketing budget builds up to a good amount again, we're going to try to do another marketing experiment in the name of growing the raw foods movement and changing the world. And one way what I do, in order for me to make money on the back end, like I'm not making anything here. So someone puts their email address in, like, what do I do? Well, I want to touch upon autoresponders real quick. And An autoresponder is when you join an email list, normally you're sent an email right away. It just happens automatically. And sometimes there's an e-report or an ebook and it's attached. This is an autoresponder. It's when someone joins your email list, an email gets sent out. And you can create as many autoresponders as you want. And the cool thing about it is you could create one right when someone joins, and then a week later, you can send them another email, and then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, or 3 days, or 4 months, or 5 months, and it's endless. You can have someone getting emails for 10 years if you want. So we have like many different autoresponder lists, like a grip load of them, and they're all different. We do tests for this also. And when somebody sees, we have our sales and these autoresponders, we educate them more importantly, like we talk about how to heal from disease, how to heal your child instantly. We introduce them to our family and stuff like that. It gets pretty deep because as you start to advertise in all these different segments, for example, the baby industry versus senior citizens, the banner ad you use might work for one industry but not for the other, so you got to tweak it. It's like this ongoing testing that happens, but as you get it, it just starts flowing. You did it. And it's a lot of work, but the potential is great. If you can make this formula work, you have the potential to become financially free. It works. Hundreds of thousands of people are using it. It's a brilliant concept, and if you can figure out that formula, boom, you might be off to the pay window while helping people at the same time. And there are so many other ways to get emails, as many of you know. I have found that the most powerful out of every single one of them is doing lecture tours. Because when you do a lecture tour, or when you meet someone at an event or something, you get to actually shake their hand. And then it's always my key when I'm always at my booth. I'm always trying to get everybody's email address, because if they go and you don't get their email address, they're gone forever. But if you want to continue to educate them and offer them your products and services, then it's key to make sure you have, can you please write your email address down so I can keep in touch with you? It's extremely powerful. And in the future, I'm going to do videos on how to have success with lecture touring, how to monetize it, how to get massive emails and stuff like this. So I think that's enough for today. We covered a lot. And I'm very pleased at how our recent marketing experiment went. And I thank you for all of you who have joined. And it's my mission to help boost the raw foods movement up by doing videos like this, by promoting others' work who have pure intent and are completely righteous without asking for anything in return. And this is Matt Monarch, and we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.